okay? Commitment to mastery. I want you to think about who your favorite person is. Maybe a doctor you follow, or maybe an influencer you follow, or an athlete, or a musician, or an artist you follow. Were they committed to mastery? More than likely, yes. I would say there's 4 types of salespeople. And I know, listen, I'm not saying you're that type of person. I'm going to show you those, though. There's the wingers. Those salespeople wing everything, right? They just say different things to every different type of prospect, and they just kind of hope and pray that something they're going to say is going to magically cause that prospect to want to buy. And they don't know why somebody buys, why they don't buy. They just wing it every day, okay? These salespeople, they always blame the leads. They blame the prospects. Oh, the prospects are broke. They've got too much fear. Well, yes, it's your job to help them overcome that fear. That's why you're in sales, right? And like I said, they always hope and pray everything's going to work out. And where do those reps go? Most of these reps get fired. And I know that's not you for sure. Now, the second one, these I call the dabblers. They kind of dabble in sales, right? They buy a few books every year, 20, 30 bucks. They go to a couple free events or cheap events. They watch some basic, free content on IG or YouTube. And they think, hey, if I stay in long enough, if I stay in for years, eventually I'll figure it out. Now, these are the reps that play, unfortunately, because they lack the skill level, because they're dabbling, they're forced to play the numbers game. These salespeople are typically average. If they work really, really hard because they play the numbers game, they put in, 10 plus 12 hours a day, maybe eventually they get good after years of losing deals they could be. These are the dabblers. I love these people. These are the know-it-allers. You know who they are, salespeople, right? The know-it-allers. They have a huge ego. They think they know everything there is to know about selling. Once they get up to like 100 grand a year, 150, 250, 400, 500 grand a year. And the know-it-allers, they get capped because they stop acquiring skills. They think they know everything, okay? And they stop training. And when they stop training, income stops as well. I mean, think about it logically, like Steph Curry, basketball, okay, Hall of Famer. What would happen if he stopped training every day? The know-it-allers, they always get capped. You never want to be a know-it-aller. These people never get to where they could be if they kept training. These are committed to mastery. This is where everybody wants to be. These salespeople, they invest funding. Even if they don't have it, they go find it from somewhere. It's important that they invest funding because they know the number one thing tied into what they're going to earn is their skill level. So they're investing funds and funding all the time to acquire more skill levels. So they're always selling more. Okay. Number 2, because they do that, they don't make the same mistakes that other salespeople make. The most successful people in life do not learn from their mistakes. They learn from other people's mistakes so they don't make the same mistakes themselves. Okay. So less mistakes in sales means you make more sales. All right. They always train daily. So they're training daily. They know they're getting better every single day. And these that are committed to mastery, they overcome the learning curve 100x faster. They're all about, I don't want to fail. Why would I spend months or years trying to figure it out on my own and fail when I can just learn from the best and I can succeed right now? So they're all about speed to succeed. And because of that, they get into the top 1%, or actually the top 0.01%. When I was a salesperson, I learned this from the people I was around in my first company I worked for. I never hung out with the wingers, the dabblers, because they're always jealous that you're outselling them. I definitely did not want to hang out with the know-it-allers. I wanted to be around the ones who were committed to mastery because we were always talking about sales, persuasion, influence. Oh, did you know this? Could you learn this? This course, you should get this because it's going to teach you this. And I'd always get that information from them and we would trade that information. And that helped us get into that 0.01%. Okay. What's the saying? You are who you associate yourself with. The top 5 people you typically hang out with is where your income's going to average. So you want to get around these people who are at least going places. They're committed to mastering those skills. These are very important for you.